Hey, what's up guys? This is Vlogs by Chanel, and today I'm doing a video on a company called Fleur Box. And the reason I'm doing this video today is because I actually started a company recently, and it's a floral arrangement company, and most of my arrangements I do in Persian style hat boxes, as you can see. And I wanted to give some recognition to this company just because I was very pleased with the quality of their boxes. So, long story short, I decided I wanted to do a company like this. I saw a couple inspiration photos on Pinterest. I'm really into roses, and I thought this was gorgeous. So, I was looking for something new outside of what I was doing, and I decided to do this. And I got on the web, and I was searching box arrangements and like companies who make Persian style hat boxes, and I came across a lot specifically on like AliExpress and things like that, more Chinese suppliers. And the thing that was kind of difficult, because obviously I'm a startup business and I only have so many funds to put towards it, is the thing about AliExpress is the price was good, but what was weird is it seemed like they were taking boxes from other like companies. Like, for example, how I have this logo on here, there was like ones from other, I guess, competitors with their logo on it, and it didn't look legit. Like, they were like foggy photos that looked like they were taken by somebody, other than that company. And then as you scroll through, it was just really confusing, unorganized about like the box sizes and the prices. I like organization when it comes to a website or a clothing store or anything, and it was really all over the place with what they'd show, and then when you'd ask them about the product, it was just kind of confusing how they would explain it. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't very thorough. It was kind of sketchy because you would see multiple, like, take this box for example. If I was a big time company, which hopefully I get there, you would see this box on 7 different suppliers. So you'd be like, okay, I know all of them don't make that box, so is that really their box or what? And on some of them, I actually ordered samples from a couple, and I actually threw them away because the quantity, I should have kept them for this video. I didn't anticipate on making this video, but I needed to give them recognition because I love their boxes. But the quality of the boxes were like something you'd buy out of the dollar store or like Hobby Lobby, a cross store. They're just not made, like, they're gift boxes, but they're not made elegant. They're not made sturdy. So I went on Google, because also the other thing with the Chinese suppliers is they wanted you to order like mass amounts. Usually when you order in bulk and get it really cheap, you have like a minimum order quantity. It's called MOQ for short. And these Chinese companies wanted like me to order like 500 of these boxes, 500 of these, and that would have cost me thousands and thousands of thousands. So I actually went and searched Google, and I looked up box companies, and I came across Fleur Box, and it's FLEUR-BOX.com. And immediately their site was very, like, thoroughly explained everything, dimensions, everything. They have a picture of each box, how big it looks. They have the dimensions on there of everything. It's super organized. And what was cool is I'm not big on like machines sometimes, because I think people can make stuff a lot better than machines can when it comes to some stuff. And they handcraft all these boxes by hand, and you can definitely tell in person that they're handcrafted. I mean, there's no like lumps in the paper. It's not rigid. Like, these boxes are flawless. And the good thing about that company is they're actually based out of Russia, and I was working with somebody. His name's Yuri. He has a WhatsApp app, so it's easy to get a hold of him, even though he's out of country. He's very responsive. Like, there wasn't a time I asked that guy a question and I didn't get a quick response. Like, and he was very patient because I actually went through a process where I changed my logo quite a few times, and actually I changed it again after this. But I had already ordered these boxes ahead of time, and he was so patient with me. Like, a cool thing is they do mock-ups, so they'll take like your logo and they'll do mock-ups, so they'll send you a picture of how it will look on the box, how big you want it, if you want to make any adjustments. So they send them to you, and when you approve them, that's when they make them. And I know a lot of the other Chinese companies don't do mock-ups, so if there's a placement how you don't like it, it's just something you have to deal with. And they also hot foil stamp, so they make plates, and they do hot foil stamping, which this is like a metallic silver. It looks really pretty. And what I like about them is their MOQ is not high. Like, I think these were 40 because they're so small. These were 10 each MOQ, and I think these were 20 if I remember right. So I wasn't spending a ridiculous amount. Like, I spent about $1,300 for, and obviously you don't have to go that high, but I needed some startup product. So I got 40 of these. I got 20 black, 20 white, because you can, like, in increments of 5, I think it was, you can switch up the colors. So in reality, I could have got like 5 white, 5 black, 5, velvet, 5, whatever. And I got 10 whites of these and 10 blacks, same with those. And then these, I got 5 whites, 5 blacks, and 5 whites and 5 blacks of those. And they all have embroidery on the, or hot foil stamp on the lid too. So this is the lid. Each of them have a lid. And I just put them on the bottom usually of the rose boxes, so all of them are just placed on the bottom because I like my roses to stick up. So this color right here is a majestic white, and he has all kinds of colors. He has just a crazy amount of colors, and they do these in velvet, they do them in suede, they do them in all kinds of stuff. And he has long stem rose boxes. He has these new surprise boxes that look like a present. You can open them up, and on the inside it would have like this that you could take out. And I just wanted to give them recognition, because if you are looking to do something like this where you do floral arrangements, and some people do, these are preserved roses that last year, some people do fresh roses, and they look so good in these boxes. Like, it's so elegant. It looks like a super rich gift. But people also use these for like gift boxes. I know I've seen like Victoria's Secret, they usually will do some type of event. I forgot what it's called, and they have like the heart-shaped one, which she has heart-shaped ones too, with like their logo on the lid. I've been to department stores and ordered, like, my friend used to work at Dior, and she used to always give me samples and put it in one of the boxes. So these can be used for all kinds of different stuff. And they, like I said, they do hot foil stamping. He also does like stamping on ribbon. So technically I could get like a ribbon to go over this, and it could have my company name all over it. And they're really amazing, and the quality of their boxes is ridiculous, because I actually have ordered, just to get an idea, boxes from a couple of my competitor companies. One is really, really known. I'm not going to say their name, but one is super known. They're probably the top known company for rose boxes like this. And if you look at the quality of their boxes, which I've seen in person, they're nowhere compared to this at all. And I'm sure they probably have Chinese suppliers making their boxes, and it's just, a lot of those are machine made, and these are like handcrafted. So rather than having a machine have control, which machines aren't always 100% accurate and they will never be 100% accurate. These are actually people, being able to fix their mistakes and look at this, not something flying through a machine and them just sending it out because they think it's perfected because it's through a machine. So, I mean, if you're interested in any of these products, I can tell you the sizes. He has sizes on his site in inches and centimeters because our metric system is a little different than the rest of the world. They use centimeters, but he actually has a conversion that makes it super easy. You just click on it, it'll convert to inches. But this is the 11.81 by 11.81 by 11.81. This one is 11.8 in diameter and 8.6 in height. This one is 7.8 in diameter and 4.4 in height. This one is 7.08 all around. And this tiny one is 2.36 by 2.36 by 1.97. And I think this is actually discontinued now. I think he has the same type, but it's a little higher. I think it's couple inches higher. So I was really pleased. So if you're looking for a box company for whatever reason to make gift boxes for your company, I know there's a couple of like even bakeries who will have like a specific box that they put like macaroons in to send out. Speaking of, he actually has I should talk about the other type of boxes too. He does like acrylic boxes, like acrylic rose boxes, which those are so pretty. I'm actually gonna get some pretty soon here. And he has boxes like these with drawers that come out. The paper is imported. I know these ones are imported, I think, from Italy, the Majestic selection, and I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but with the Majestic one, it's kind of like really sparkly up close. So if you get up close to it, it's like not just a white, it's like a really pretty sparkly, elegant looking white. Same with my black one. So like I said, he does velvets of all colors. He does everything. It's a really good one-stop shop if you are in a floral business, because he also has those Beauty and the Beast domes where he actually sends out those and he can do a preserved rose in it so they're ready to go. He makes a box with your company logo on it so it's like ready to go right away. He sends it to you, you put it in the box, or it comes in the box or whatever, and it's ready to go. And those are something I'm going to consider next as my company grows, to get something like that. Because those are super cool. He also sells some preserved roses on there. It's just a good site to check out, especially if you're looking for, stuff to start a floral business, and especially preserved roses. That's something you can definitely find. And if you're a startup, it's amazing for that, because you're not going to be spending, like I literally, if I went through Chinese suppliers, would probably have spent, I would say this box would be about in the 20s, and I would probably have to get 1,000 of them. So that's like a ridiculous amount to pay for something like that. And I probably would have to get 1,000 to 5,000 of those. So if you say this box is $5, for example, and I had to get 1,000, I'd be paying $5,000 for those, and I'd have to wait till I sold all my stock. So it's not that great for a startup. Plus, like I said, if it was worth it, like if the quality was good, maybe I'd consider in the future if I was doing like super mass production. But this guy is so helpful from this company, and they are great. And I know they accept PayPal, but with the fee. I'm a seller. What a lot of people don't know, I should say, is PayPal actually charges the person. Like, for example, I used to sell on eBay, so if I would sell an item, eBay would still take, PayPal would still take a percentage of what I made to, make their money. So I know you can do it through PayPal, and PayPal protects people. I actually paid him through TransferWise, I think it was, because it has a better like conversion for them. because their money works kind of weird than U.S. dollars. Um, and I mean, I got my product. So that's something real important too, because people are always scared to order from foreign sites because they're worried about, oh, well, what if I don't get my product? First of all, PayPal will back that if you have any concerns. But this is why I wanted to make this video, because I know as an American, sometimes it is frightening to order from different countries and take their word on it, like the transfer wise. But I took a chance, and plus he was so like, I communicate, you know, we communicated a lot, enough to the point where I would trust him. And another thing that people should but don't look for is, if a company has been in business for a long time, you shouldn't really have anything to worry about, because obviously they're legit, because if they weren't, they would get shut down. So if it's like years later and they weren't legit, it would be getting reported and their site would be shut down. So that's another thing to look at. But if you're searching for these boxes, I wouldn't even make a recommendation on another company, because I ordered samples from so many different types of companies, and this company is like, blows everybody out of the water. And it's something like you'd have to see in person. I know he does samples for a certain amount. He'll send you like different fabrics, different types of boxes and stuff like that. It's just like a sample kit. I never got that. It's because I already knew kind of what I wanted. So if you're looking for just samples to get from him and see the quality of their boxes, it's amazing. They're really durable. They're really thick. Like, they aren't flimsy at all, and they're just they're nice. They're like the best boxes I've ever seen. And I, like I said, tried so many places, because I'm really picky on, like, I with anything in my life, I don't like going cheap. So I'm not like, oh, well, you know, I know these go for a lot, so I can just do the box really cheap and the roses really cheap, and people will still buy them because they're preserved roses and they look like they're rich. I'm not that type. If I, you know, if something has a good price tag on it, regardless if it does or not, I should say, I always like getting the best quality. So I will stick with this company, and they're pretty reasonably priced. I mean, you might, like I said, find something cheaper just a little bit on those Chinese supplier sites, but you don't know what you're gonna get. And like I said, I can't find one company I got samples from where I thought their quality was as good as this company. And then their MOQ is ridiculous. Like, if you get on some of those, you guys will see their MOQ. I've never seen it lower than like 1,000 per box. You can't even like mix and match. You can't do like 1,000 and get a couple of these, a couple of these, a couple of these, a couple of these. It has to be the same thing. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys. Again, if you're looking for boxes, the website's called Fleur Box, FLEUR-BOX.com. You can Google search them. You can Google search rose boxes, and you'll probably find them. I think that's how I came across them. But definitely, if you're looking for a company, try them out, because I know you will not regret it. Whether it's for your company, for roses, for gift boxing, for whatever reason, they are to go to. Even if it's something like a small event, like I do big time parties for my girls, and if I wanted to do like a small gift in this, I can get something written on it. I could even get a whole thing of art. That's a cool thing too. I can even get this where it's like marble printed all the way around and it looks like it's marble. You can literally do any design you want. You just send it to him. You can do artwork. You can do anything. So what you can do with these boxes is, like, you know, in your hands, you could pretty much do anything. You can give them as gifts. You could put your kids' artwork on a couple of them and pass them to family. You can do anything. So it's really cool. Get in touch with him if you guys are interested. If you have any more questions, just ask. Thanks.